Hi, what's up, everybody? Ife here from ETC Everything Cannabis. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me turn my phone up, make sure I say hello. Hello, hi, welcome. ETC Everything Cannabis, blaze your own trail. Just want to say what's up. Today, I have the pleasure of having Anthony McPeters on, that's right. He is Mr. Cannabis himself, so we're going to just give him a little time to join us. But while we're waiting on him, make sure you smoke something. Today, let's see what I'm going to see. I am smoking on this silver, the silvercannabis.com, which is pretty cool. Total active cannabinoids 38, and then THC is at 32, so it's really good. Sativa. I like sativa too, so. So let's put it in my nifty little bomb. While we wait on Anthony to join us, hear all the fun stuff Mr. Cannabis got going on himself. So, and while we're waiting on him, make sure you guys get your questions out too. Come through with some questions when you can as well. So, it's a Tuesday night, so we're doing this a little different than Thursday night, but it's okay. Sometimes you have to move with the time. So get yourself a bomb. I'm gonna hit my bomb while we wait on Mr. Cannabis himself to come through. Okay, hit the bomb with me, people. You ready? Yeah, sometimes you cough, you know. It's so good. So anyway, tell you about my day. I had a really good day. My niece is in town. She actually set this up for me because I was running around trying to get everything done. But I had a really good day. I'm gonna let you know I popped some seeds. So I'm getting into like the growing stage of cannabis. I'm learning how to do some growing, which is fun. Very entertaining, but I ended up popping some seeds. And I popped them under the new moon, and they were beautiful. So they pop. It's Forbidden Fruit and Silver Surfer. So I popped in, and I ended up having to plant them today and give them a little soil and some water. And so that's what I was doing before I got on. And I'm here now. So thank you to my niece for setting me up before we get on here. So, yeah. So, so make sure you smoke something. Get yourself going. We're going to wait on Mr. Cannabis himself. He'll be in here shortly. Make sure I send some things. How you guys been doing? What's going on with you all? What's happening in the world, in your cannabis world? You know, let me know. Okay. I'm going to go send out some invites. Say hello to everybody. It's Tuesday. You know, I normally don't do this Tuesday, so this is a little different for me. Little different, but it's okay. Tuesday's a good day. Going up on a Tuesday. Hit my bong again. Do I need to? Coughing like that? But yeah, I do. So get yourself out. Get you some. This tastes really good. One thing I can say, when I like cannabis, I like to talk about it, but this sativa has a really, really good taste to it. It's not like the heavy, spongy taste. It's a little light, so when you hit it, you can taste the flavors and terpenes on it. It's really good. So it's a little bit like a citrus. Yeah, definitely citrus. Yeah, you got citrus terps in there. Definitely smell that. It was like a little orange. It smells real good, by the way. So what are some of your favorites out there? Do you have any favorite cannabis? Any flower? Sorry, I'm really, you look at this and can you see it? really pretty. It's a lot of say it's got a lot of fuzzy stuff on it. So the fur is like what they call it, but everyone likes the fur. I like it too. Like when you see it, when you have all that good stuff on it, you know you get some good cannabis. So can you see it? Show you my little nug right there. Trying to get it. There it is. There it is. Trying to get it in focus. Bam. Ooh. All right. Yeah. So what do you smoke on? Hey Asia, what's going on? Thanks for joining. We're waiting on Mr. Cannabis himself to join us. But right now I'm just sitting here smoking on some good stuff. Got this silver crescendo right here that I'm smoking on from silvercannabis.com. It's pretty good. It's at 32% THC. No CBD in it. Citrus nose, herbs, pretty good. I like it. I just hit it in my bomb. So yeah, Mr. Cannabis, what's up? How you doing? So Mr. Cannabis is gonna be here tonight. That's right. Anthony McFeeters. He is the hemp guru himself. So we're just waiting, hanging out. Make sure you roll up something, get something, smoke something. Got my trusty bong here from Mathematics. Pretty dope. Like, do you take long hits or do you take short hits? That's what I want to know. Yeah. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Let's see. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's going on?
Man, big chillin', big chillin'.
Yeah. I just got in. I was rushing in. I was saying earlier that I was out in Santa Ana. I had just popped some seeds, so I wanted to plant them. So I'm kind of dipping and dabbing in the planting
Okay.
process. So
Yeah.
yeah, my niece set me up. So I was like, thank you. How you doing tonight?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm having a little tripod problem, so I said, man, forget that tripod.
Yeah, sometimes, you don't even need it. It's usually
Sometimes, you know.
if you just go, if you just wing it, it's always better.
Oh yeah, go old school with it, handheld,
Exactly.
non-technology. 'Cause I got one of them things that, like, it moved by itself. I can control it, lock on my face.
Yeah.
It's kind of dead,
Yeah, but
and you don't.
you have to know some serious skills to do all that.
If the battery ain't charged, it just won't work. So it don't. It don't want to work right now.
Well, thank you for joining us here on ETC Everything Cannabis and for being here. I appreciate you. And so
No
you
problem. Thanks
are.
for having me.
So your titles. So okay. First of all, everybody, this is Anthony, and it's McFeeters, correct, Mr.
Yeah.
Anthony McFeeters, and he is the hemp guru. Okay, the cannabis tastemaker, also a cannabis coach and architect for Clay 9. That's a lot of titles that you got.
It's a lot.
That's what's up. So how did you come about becoming the hemp guru?
The hemp guru.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got into the game, I tried to make my own lane.
And hold on. So when did you get into the game?
This is about 6 years ago, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, it's when I started showing my interest in doing things with cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I did, I saw marijuana, and I'm like, well, everybody's trying to get into marijuana right now. Everybody.
True.
And so I try to establish my own lane outside of marijuana into what I believe is probably the biggest thing that's going to happen to the world when we start using hemp again. So I went to that aspect and I started, dealing with hemp. So I read Jack Hare's book, Emperor Wears No Clothes.
Okay. Nice.
You got a whole bunch of ideas, man, of what I can do with hemp. And so then I became, a hemp consultant. And then I did further research to where, I was an architect student at LA Trade Tech
Mm-hmm.
in
Oh,
school
that's what's
for
up.
architecture. Then I read in a book that I can build houses out of cannabis. And I'm like,
Wow.
literally two of my favorite things in the world are, building houses or designing houses and cannabis. So you telling me I learned that I can do both at the same time? I can build a house out of cannabis.
Yeah. Wow. That's dope. I
And
didn't
so
think
that's
of
where I
that.
kind of like stuck my head into, like, doing this hemp thing, becoming a hemp consultant, like just implementing hemp in as many ways as I can. And also, one of my other aliases is the Black Captain Planet, because hemp is going to save the world.
True. So tell us more about him saving the world. And you said Black Captain Planet?
Yeah, because like I got projects back in the day where I was trying to take dirty soil, like soil that has been like chemicals been released on it. It's like this filthy soil, but unusable soil.
Uh-huh.
Like, for instance, we got a train tracks, the old train station downtown in LA.
Mm-hmm.
All that land is unusable because it's so toxic.
Wow. Okay.
So my proposal was I wanted to plant hemp there because hemp has a lot of soil revitalization properties where it can bring those toxins out of that soil naturally and bring it back to a nice, healthy soil. So that was one of my projects over there, do that on the LA River. And then from there on, I started just, really going out, building houses. I built about 4 houses and a studio
Mm-hmm.
out of hemp so far in California.
Oh, wow. That's pretty dope. Who's doing that?
Who's doing
You.
what? Oh, I'm
You.
doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it.
You. Who else is doing that? Just you. Who's building the
Probably one of
houses
the
out of
only
hemp right
black
now?
men who can build you a house out of cannabis hemp.
Yo,
So,
that's huge. Okay, okay, but
yeah,
hold on a second. But I want to get back to what you said. You said that hemp takes the toxin out of the soil.
yeah. It takes the toxins out of the soil. Just like it takes toxins out of the air, a hemp absorbs more carbon than any other plant or anything in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So even with my houses, they're all made out of hemp, and even though they're already being like, the plant's already destroyed and being used, it still draws toxins out of the atmosphere. Like if I build you a hemp house, it's still going to draw I would say about double the amount of the forest taking the carbon out of the air. So you're literally erasing your carbon footprint just by living in a cannabis house.
Oh wow! How did you?
Not to
How did
mention
you?
all the money you're saving. You don't never need a fan. You don't never need a heater. You don't need no AC. Your house is going to stay between 75 and 78 degrees, like constantly
Wow! With hemp?
with hemp.
How
So
many?
when you build
Uh
like a hemp house, the walls are actually all hemp. So what happens over the time, the daytime the sun comes out,
huh.
your house is pretty much consider it like a energy battery. It's going to store energy inside of your walls. This is
Okay.
what hemp does naturally. So as it's the hot in the day, it's just soaking it up. It's just storing all this heat. Now when it cools down, it starts to release that heat, keeping your house at that same degrees, no matter what.
Oh wow! So that's where the future's going, to hemp houses
I'm saying we're in California, man. California burns down every year.
every year. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
hemp is fireproof, man. I'll give somebody a gallon of gas and bet you 10 grand you can't burn my house down. And I'll be serious. Like I'll put that into anybody. 10 grand, that's a quick come up for me.
Oh wow!
So there's a whole lot of benefits to living in a hemp house. It's mold resistant, it's insect resistant, rodent resistant,
Hmm.
it's fireproof, it's bulletproof.
Okay. Where'd you? How
So
did you? Go ahead.
that's where it took me when I started doing that. That's what blew my mind. It's all this stuff that you can change in our day-to-day living and still be sustainable, still be eco-friendly, carbon negative, and things like that. Like just it just blows my mind. So that's how I started calling like the Black Captain Planet.
It it's blowing my mind too right now. Yeah, Notorious Tree said, where can you get one of those hemp houses?
Man, I gotta build them from scratch, man. If you go on my page, you can see I got a couple of videos of me actually building a house. Shout out to my crew at Piff, California, too, man.
Oh, that's what's up. And Ball 97 said free game, hemp houses, you put me up on game. Putting everybody up on
Yeah.
game. Wow, that's what's up. How long did it, like, when did you discover that? How long did it take you to discover that you can use hemp for basically near everything?
Man, that's what I did. Just studying hemp. Once I got in there, like once you like find something and you find it interesting, like you
Yeah.
just jump off the diving board, man. You started discovering all type of stuff. Like I pretty much for like 2 years, I was traveling like from here to Colorado to Iowa, just getting knowledge on hemp, dealing with people who using hemp over in Europe because they've been using it in Europe.
Yeah, they have. They have. A friend of mine, she put me on to hemp smokes instead of,
Yeah.
instead of cigarettes, you're smoking hemp. And it did wonders. Like it tastes different, it gives you a different feel. It's also it's good for you, and it's
Yeah,
an
I got a
active.
story, man. I don't like smoking hemp, right?
Hmm.
But one day, man, I had no weed, and we had to go to this little expo at UCLA and give this talk. And then we were late, so we're in traffic, man, and I get bad anxiety. And all we had left was some hemp, and we rolled that shit up, and I'm mad as hell. Next thing you know, I was just like, I wasn't even tripping no more. Like, let's go do it. It took all my anxiety away. I had no high. I was like, well, shit, I'm not. My
Yeah,
anxiety is gone. I'm not even mad anymore.
yeah, because hemp also, like, if you're too high, you smoke a little hemp, it just evens out your high too. It's like it kind of
Oh yeah.
brings you down to where.
It'll bring you down. If you're too high, it'll come all the way. Like if you dab out, you get some hemp, it'll bring you right back.
And the clothes too, people are making clothes out of hemp. So
Right. I got several hemp t-shirts. I was coming out with a hemp line of clothing pretty soon.
mhm.
And man, I got a guy who got some hemp tea, man. Shout out to Seabath, hemp tea is a phenomenal tea. I gotta get you some.
Okay, that's what's up. Hemp tea, that sounds delicious.
Hemp tea.
All right, so cannabis tastemaker. Tell me what a cannabis tastemaker is.
Cannabis tastemaker. Pretty much it's pretty much a cannabis influencer.
Awesome.
You can influence. You're a tastemaker, like a brewista. You're going to influence what type of coffee somebody gets because you're going to say, "Oh, this is a Colombian roast with a little bit of chocolate and whoopty whoop." You're just pretty much a cannabis influencer. Like, I'll make you have a good taste in your mouth once I'm finished talking about cannabis. Pretty much.
Okay.
So it was some names I came up with that one. Like it was just funny to me. So
That's
it
awesome.
was like a little elegant, like cannabis
Uh-huh.
taste. So yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you definitely are. You are everywhere.
And then in like right now with
Hmm.
Clay 9, like all the R&Ds, I got to smoke all the R&Ds. So all the new flavors, to see if they're, if we want to bring them out, like we got to taste all that.
Yeah.
It's called research and development.
So yeah, let's talk about Clay 9
Clay 9, yeah,
and
let's
all
talk about it.
and all the great stuff that you're doing over there. So you're the
What do you know about Clay 9 so far?
well, all I know is you. And I know that it has some
Yeah,
fire bomb ass green. That's what I do know.
we do got some really fire pot, man. We got some really good pot.
And they're
Do you know,
they're an ancestral company.
do you know what a clade is?
I don't.
So I'm gonna give you the scientific term. A clade is a group of organisms assumed to come from common ancestry.
Okay.
So pretty much a clade is a plant's nationality.
Oh wow. Like a person's
It's the
nationality.
lineage of a plant.
Nice.
It's like one branch off of the tree of life
Oh
of a plant.
wow. Okay, that's awesome. I like that name. Like the meaning. That's
So
why it's an
Clay,
ancestral. Yeah.
yeah. So everybody's like, we're not just some, some. They're not just some dudes out here just let's just grow. These guys all have horticulture and agriculture degrees.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing the things that we're doing with this plant and all the science that we're able to put into it and learn. Like I believe Clay 9 is so far ahead of the game
Mm-hmm.
where we're a brand new company, but we're launching where all the other companies are eventually going to have to catch up to us
Mm.
because the knowledge is getting out there. The indica sativa hybrid nonsense is getting out there. Now people are wanting to know about these terpenes. They
Absolutely.
want to know. They're starting to want to know. Like I think the age of the dummy smoker, like the dumb stoner, like is about to be over with because now we smoke and we do shit. We smoke and we get
Absolutely.
shit done. Like
People
so,
people are very picky, very picky. Me myself, I have to say that because I I came from Atlanta and I moved out here to LA. Excuse me. And even in Atlanta, I was picky, but I could only be so picky because you didn't have but so much. And then when I moved out here, it was like a whole new world. I was like, wow, this is what I'm talking about. Like you actually could sit here and you could pick what you want to try and ask about it. You know, where's it come from? Where's it grown?
right,
How's it gonna affect me? You know, what's the nose on it? All that good stuff. And a lot of people were never like that before. And I feel like California has woken a lot of people up to be more, selective about the cannabis that they actually they buy and they take in and they put into their own body because you didn't know what people were growing back then.
right. You didn't know. You just grabbed a baggie from the corner, somebody's pocket, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we smoked on. Those were the good old days. But being like the uneducated smoker, like I'm glad for that era to end because it's a lot of stigmas to go against that. Like, oh yeah, he's a pothead. He's not gonna know what he's doing. Like, I didn't see people smoke a blunt and break down some of the hardest math problems in the world. Like, so
Yeah.
it's those stigmas that I've pretty much dedicated what I do to break.
Mm-hmm.
Even from hemp, we started hemp in LA Trade Tech. Now when they saw hemp and they found out it was cannabis, everybody's like, "Oh, it's hemp. Oh, woo, that's nice. Oh, hemp is cannabis. Oh no, it's bad. No, it's bad."
Yeah, because
I'm like, yeah,
a lot of people never knew that hemp was cannabis. It's the same thing. I'm just like, well,
same thing.
why
It's
is it bad?
the same plant. Yeah, why is it bad? So they were loving the hemp talk before I let them know it was cannabis, and
Mm-hmm.
then once they got the cannabis term to them, they were like, "Oh no, we don't do cannabis. We don't." Oh, but you were just with saving the world with me just a minute ago when I told you all the stuff it can do, but now you learned that it was cannabis. Now you had your your smile turned upside down.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's only because he was uneducated. And so what we did, we had to pretty much educate everybody. And in that district, it's 9 sister colleges. So we
Mm-hmm.
had to go up against a board of every college and educate everybody about what hemp is and what this plant can do,
Wow.
which was pretty much breaking the stigma with all these people, so that
Yeah.
allowed us to get the first chartered cannabis club in the United States in
Wow.
college.
You guys are making moves, man. Wow.
Yeah, it was
That's
pretty dope.
awesome. Congratulations. That's huge. You're
Yeah,
like a cannabis activist.
right. Exactly. Then I started meeting legends like I'm real cool with Dan Hare, Jack Hare's son.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Lepp flew all the way down just to meet me. He heard
Oh,
about
wow.
like some of the activism I was doing,
Uh-huh.
especially when I was pushing the Jack Hare initiative, CCHI. We're doing that legislation trying to get rid of 64, bring back 215, where we can get some more compassion back in the game because there ain't no compassion in this game anymore, and that's something that is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are there's a lot of selfish people. My thing is like everyone I feel like everyone can win. Like it's not supposed to be it's
Right.
the one plant the plant was supposed to bring everyone together, not
It was what I was supposed to
split
do.
people
We
apart.
just they're just making what do I want to say?
Hmm.
All capitalizing off of cannabis instead of having the compassion. This plan was put here, to help people, save people, make life easier. You know, it's a cash cow as well. That's all they're looking at.
Yeah, and it's not always like that. I mean, there's so much stuff that it does. Like I was at the pool like the other day, and a lady was talking about CBD and cannabis and things of that nature. Just saying that her son has autism, and it's known to help children with CBD is known to help children with autism. And
Yeah.
a lot of people are always like, "Oh, I was scared," but she was like, "Yeah, I want to try some of this," because she never had. Oh, there's your friend. Hi, friend.
That's my boy Frank right there, man.
What's up, Frank? How are you?
Good, good.
Good, good. So yeah,
Mhm.
so you guys are breaking the doors down. That's what's up.
Definitely.
That's good. So tell me the difference.
Oh,
So with Clay and I, what is the difference? Because we were talking, you was like it puts everybody out. Like if you smoke it, you're stuck. So
the thing
what
about it
is
is we grow for terps. A lot of the cannabis community is so concerned about a THC percentage
hmm
right now, but they don't understand that they got to put some respect on these terps. Because
absolutely.
these terp profiles and these terp numbers, they that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
You're not going for a number, a percentage number. I'm sorry, we got a ghetto bird or whatever.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, we grow for terps, and
hmm
that's one of our specialties. And we do a lot of things about even with our family, our language. We don't even look at or describe cannabis in the same way that we've done for years now. We describe it in terpene families. We have a OG family, right? So we got
hmm
all the OGs under this OG family, right?
Yeah.
This is their lineage. And we got some Bubbas, man. We brought Bubba back. They said Bubba couldn't come back. We've got a great
Bubba
pre
did come
98
back.
Bubba,
Yep.
and I love our Bubba. So we got that family structure. So we got OGs, Bubbas. Right now we got a Haze. We got a J1 that has probably been everybody's favorite.
Uh-huh.
It's a Jack Hare skunk and lemon haze cross. It's
Ooh.
amazing, and
Ooh.
so that is our haze family.
hmm
And then we also have we just cut down our first perp, so that's coming soon. I can't
What's the
wait for
name?
that.
You can't,
Well,
okay, you can't tell us yet.
we don't even have a name for it yet.
Okay.
We don't even have a name for it,
Oh, that's awesome.
and we got a cheese. So we brought back some old school UK cheese. We got that
hmm
family structure. We got a couple of tangies. We
Okay.
ain't put them out yet.
Okay.
So, but as us, so we have these family structures. We have them all categorized, and we have great genetics for all of them. And
hmm
so what we do, we're kind of like mixologists. You're gonna make you that perfect drink. You're gonna burn that the little lemon rind, and put it in there, and we're gonna mix from these family structures. And this is how we create new strains.
Nice.
So we'll take an OG and we'll mix it with a cheese. We'll mix it with a Bubba.
hmm
We'll mix it with everything, and we'll create those strains according to those terpene profiles.
Oh.
And so we just keep mixing and mastering all of them, and it never stops. But we're able to track it because how we identify them.
Mm. Okay. And do you make strains for people? Like do you for other companies and stuff like that, or for like people that want
I
them? Say if somebody's looking for them, would you
I mean,
all?
if you have a license, you definitely can buy.
hmm
No problem. We have no problem doing any kind of bulk or white label deals like that. But a lot of people, what they want from a grower and cultivator is they want their own strain.
mm
A lot of people want, I want this, my own strain. Now, that is something that we can do.